Hello, morning, afternoon or evening. It's the Lonesome Crocheter here. Like I said, that's another book review. Yay! And this one is for the Crochet Mythical Creatures. 15 makes the legend, folklore and fairy tales by Jackie Don who I think it is. And that's the book. I've had it for a while, but I've never been able to get around to do the actual book review on it. And it doesn't have a price thing on the back, but that's the back of the book. I did fall in love with this one. I might only be able to show you a few pictures, but if I do it like that, you can see some of the pictures that's going to be in the book. So it's got about the author and a welcome page first. And then you've got your materials and tools. And that's to show you about crochet thread, hooks, yarn, safety eyes, stitch markers, pom-poms and pipe cleaners. Then the stitch techniques of how to hold the yarn and do the slip knot chains and bits and pieces. And then how to do the actual crochet stitch for the double thing and bits and pieces. So in America it is single crochet, whereas over here is a double crochet for UK. But once you get to know both sides, then you know what to do. And then shows you how to do popcorn stitch, changing colours and other sides. And then it shows you how to do the finishing touches on that part, and how to do the eyes. And then you go into the designs itself. Mind you, I do like that crack in there. I've got to admit on that one. That one does look cute. I'll see what I can do if I can actually get them right. This is Medusa the Gorgon, skill level 3, and finished size is 7 inches by 8, which is 18 centimeters. And here she is. Look. Isn't she gorgeous? And that's in acrylic. Try and make that one in a plushy yarn. That would be literally, it would be massive. She might have used acrylic. She might use, hang on, let's just see if, no, she uses Universal Yarn brand Bamboo Pop yarn. So that's what she uses. And it goes through all the details of how to do it and how to do the neck, and put pipe cleaners in the neck to keep the neck up so it don't wobble. There's many different ways. How to do the hair, and how to do the hair as our snakes in the hair. And then we've got the Kraken, which is another level 3, and that's a 5.5 inches. The Kraken was a legendary Norse sea monster with a gigantic body and tentacles that were said to reach up to 1.5 miles in length and terrorized the sailors and fishermen through the ability of wrapping its tentacles around their entire ships and pull them to the deeps of the Norwegian Sea. And don't you think he looks absolutely cute? See, I won't use them eyes. I'll probably use the sinker eyes and hand paint them in. And I think these two cute to have them sort of eyes. I think it would be more better with the other ones. And again, it shows you details how to do the head, the body, the tentacles, and bits and pieces. I can't show you all the bits. Right, now we've got Cerberus. Cerberus, the Hound of Hades, the ferocious three-headed dog that guards the gates of the underworld. In the Greek legend, monstrous dog would allow the dead to cross the threshold. Hades prevented them from leaving, and if approached by the living while trying to enter, it will attack them with their poisonous fangs. Right, that's another 3 level, and that's a 7 inches, and that's 19 centimeters. And there he is. Look, isn't that cute? This designer, don't I know, does lovely cute ones. And the same again, we'll go through all the patterns, how to do it all, and bits and pieces. And then we've got Jinn, the genie. The genie is a supernatural spirit found worldwide. Most of the Arabic mythological and Islamic culture, genies are said to be made from smokeless fire and shapeshift in different forms, inhabiting objects that are hidden from human sight. They're neither good or evil, but possess a magical ability and may grant powers and wishes. And that's a level 2, and that's 8.5 or 22 centimeters. So there she is. Or he is, because they could be either one or the other. I do like how she does the way to keep her neck up so the neck don't go and that. I'll have to try that method. And what's this one? Oh, the fawn. Fawn, original from Roman and Greek mythology. Wise and gentle creatures were part human, part goat, were spirits of the forest and fields, who protect and sacred spaces and brought balance to nature while symbolizing growth and fertility. They were said to have a great sense of direction and could lead travellers on their merry way. Another thing, I've never got a good sense of direction. That's a skill level 2, and that's a 7.5 or 19 centimeters. Cute. So, and it shows a really good pattern on pictures and on how she does the horns on that one. And then we got a Chinese dragon. Wow. The dragon symbolizes this different things in the Chinese culture and folklore. It has a long serpent-like body and scaly skin and a majestic presence and holds a great power, strength and good fortune. It often believes to control the earthly elements as known to warn off evil spirits. Wow. And that's a level 3. And that's a finished size of 9 inches or 18 centimeters. There again, so cute. Hi. This is the Lost and Crochet. This is going to be part 2 of the mythical crochet creatures by Jackie Donahue. I did the first part, and I was in the middle of doing it when hubby decided to come in, so I had to finish doing that where I was in that one. So instead of doing a split thing and trying to mash it all together, I thought I'd do it in 2 parts. So that was the book, and I think we got up to where the fawn was. I can't remember. So the next one I'll start on with the is Nessie. So we'll go from there, and let's put both parts together. So it'll be book 1 and 2 together in the same video, so you won't get so confused. So the first one is Nessie. I do like her. She's absolutely gorgeous. And this is from Nessie is a Loch Ness monster. The creature from the Scottish folklore is said to inhabit Loch Ness with a large freshwater lake near Inverness. It's described as a serpent-like monster that is very large and green in colour, with an elongated neck, and has been seen to stick out of the water. Skill level 2 and finished size 9 inches. So that will look, well, you could do it in plushie, I reckon, but that's like all these were in acrylic, so that's the ideal one. I said to you, I've got my hobby order. And then we've got the Banshee. That's the Banshee. Sorry for about the light, it's not really bouncing well here at the moment. And she is a skill level 3 and 8 inches. And the Banshee is a female spirit and messenger of death in the Gaelic folklore, who appears or wailing to warn a family that a loved one will die soon. Ooh. That's enough to make anyone get terrified. Right. Now this one I do like. This is the Cherry Blossom Dryad. And there she is. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And she's a skill level 2. 7.5 inches. Tree nymphs are known as dryads, or beautiful shy female spirits that will live within trees in enchanted forests, glens, and sacred woodlands areas. When a tree changes for seasons, the dryad changes as well. So now you know on that one. No, I didn't know on that, and I do like my mythical stuff. I haven't done anything out of this book yet, and I want to. Next one is the unicorn. And that one's absolutely gorgeous. I do like that one. And it says here, skill level 3, 8.5 inches. Unicorns have been popular mythical creatures for centuries. Their iconic single horn and majestic appearance has captured the imagination of people worldwide. Powerful and untamable, the unicorn is often associated with purity, grace, and magic, and possibly uses its healing powers to purify water with its horn. I love unicorns. I've got unicorns everywhere in the house, as well as dragons and bits. So next one, if I get the picture right, is the griffin. This designer does her things really, really well. This one's a skill level 3, 7 inches tall. One of the most well-known mythical creatures is the mighty griffin, a beast found in old world legends from Asia to Greece. The griffin has a head and wings of an eagle and a body of a lion. Stories were told on how they protected of the riches and hoards of gold from mines and thieves high within the mountains. Wow. I do like that one actually. I do like the colours. And she uses a hook size mitt too, like I do. I use a 2.5mm. And it shows you how to do the beak and bits and pieces. Now you have the option, if you wanted to do the eyes, you could do the eyes. If you wanted to do safety eyes, like I wouldn't do, I would do the thingy eyes if I wanted to sell it. And the assembly is quite, as says, the pattern is really good, very demonstrated. Goes through each part, how to do the wings, the fluff around its neck and legs. So it's very, very detailed, the pictures and that. So I can recommend this book. And then you got the mermaid, and that's another skill level 3. That's 10 inches. Mermaids are hybrid creatures from the beautiful human features and a fish tail. They have been part of mythology for thousands of years, with many stories coming from the ancient Greeks and Romans. Mermaids are said to have the magical powers which they can control the waters and grant wishes, and possibly heal the sick and wounded. But they also like to see why. I'm curious about their cousins who walk on land and water as well. Again, all proper details on how to do the hair and how she does the neck and everything, so her neck stays nice and stiff, so we ain't got a floppy neck. And then do the seashells for her bra. And then if I say it well, it's a whopper ganger. I can never say it right, but it's that one there. And it's posted the whopper tinger. If I say it right, I do apologise if I do. It's a small mythical woodland creature from alpine forests of Bavaria, with the body of a rabbit and antlers of a deer, and wings of a pheasant. Prone to falling in love with human females, the whopper tinger is known to trick unexpected tourists into losing their way in the dark forest. Now that was a skill level 3, and again it's a 7 inches. And that one's cute. I do like that one. And I've got a nice yarn for that actually. Again, well laid out pictures and patterns so you know what you're doing. And then we've got the water kelpie. Now look at that one. Now I can see that yarn, the amigo in that one. I don't think I will have enough. And this one is another skill level 3, 9 inches. Beware of the kelpie. The shape-shifting Scottish legend would appear as a beautiful tame horse, purish the children at the river's edge. Once the kelpie has tricked the child to ride upon its back, it will drag the child into the deepest part, never to be seen again. But in Scottish law, if you have I think it was a golden bridle made of gold, and you manage to snare the thing, you can bend the kelpie to your own will. Again, shows you how to do the short and long rows to get the actual bend and curve in the actual body in bits and pieces. That one does look a nice one to do. So I think we're near enough going to the end. And we've got the manicore. That one there. And that's a skill level 3, 7 inches. This man-eating hybrid creature is depicted by the body of a lion and a tail of a scorpion. Though it has originated within Indian and Persian cultures, the manicore would hunt villagers in desolate habitats, killing them with its sharp claws or poisonous tail darts. I'd like to meet that one on a dark night. I said every pattern is got very, very detailed, and this one looks like it looks like the last one out of the book. And it shows you how to do it all. And then you've got about at the end of the book about the author, the index, enlargements, and then there, little groupie. And that's all of the book or contacts. And like I say, I like the page thing, so you can use that as a page turner, page saver. So if you're doing a pattern, you just stick it in, and you know where you are. Look, you do that. So yeah, I'm quite pleased on that. So like I said, that's the front of the book, and that's the back of the book. So what I'll do, like I said, I'll put both videos together. So it'll be part 1, part 2 together, and bits, and yeah. So I'm not sounding a bit enthusiastic today. It's just one of them days today, I think. I've got dark circles underneath the eyes. But it says, crochet a collection of 15 fantastic characters using an array of colours inspired by the Japanese crochet style of origami. Each project is quick and fun to create, and handy size means that delightful decorations or toys you'll be able to crochet the creatures straight from the page of the fairy tale and myths across the world, and from gorgons, mermaids, to dragons to genies. Each project comes with a detailed, easy to follow instructions accompanied by the step-to-step photos and the introductory section of covers to show you materials and different crochet stitches you'll need so you'll be able to pick out your favourite conjuring own mythical creature. Now, I'm still debating on which one to do. If you've got a choice of which one you'd like me to do, just let me know, and I'll do that in a separate video, and I'll let you know what it's actually how it's crocheted up like. My words today, I'm literally out of it, I tell you. That's Monday because I'm waiting for me med injections, so that'll be on a different video. So that is it for now. I know I did say it was going to be 4 book reviews. The 4th one at the moment, I've got to try and work out how to do it because the actual pictures are on the actual pages of the patterns, and it's the Christmas kawaii. I get me things mixed up. and bits, so I've got to sort that out and bits. And I did get another book, but I got that on Kindle, so I can't really sort that one out. I might try and do like a pattern book thing from it and see how that one gets on. So I'll say bye for now from the Lonesome Crocheter, and I'll see you again. Put the thumbs up to see if we can get this video going. Bye.